Hi guys, we're back. It's another Tuesday evening, and it's your girls, the 92 Diaries, with your host B, Miss Sharks,
And Juliet?
and today we gonna be talking about the dating app world. Like, it's a
Honey.
subject I don't think anyone's ever spoken about, but dating isn't what it used to be. And if you're a millennial, I say that word with hatred. If you're a
Everyone likes to swipe.
millennial, we sadly are of that generation, and dating isn't what it used to be. It's no longer
Yeah.
about leaving a note in a girl's locker or politely tapping her on the
Did we have
shoulder.
lockers in Cannon Palmer, bro?
We did have no.
Wow.
No,
Okay,
no.
savage. You're just, getting in there on the school's budget. Not every school can get lockers.
We didn't. We
Right?
cannot. We didn't afford. We couldn't afford. It's okay.
It's simple.
Wow.
Just
Or we were
tap
just
her.
standardly coming up to a girl, like, excuse me, miss, what's your, if you don't know her, excuse me, what's your name? I
What's
find
your
you
name?
I
really
think that's a bit forward.
pretty or attractive. No,
Can we
it's
go
not
out for
it's
dinner?
not. Say it with your
Then and
chest.
there. 30
Say it
seconds.
with your damn chest. Say it
30
with your chest.
seconds. After 21 seconds.
I don't care. Say it with your chest. If you have intentions, or if you want to date or go into, you obviously have intentions, make them known. Say it with your chest.
After
If you don't
21
have the
seconds.
confidence, then nigga, bye. Why are
So
you
what-
talking?
After 21 seconds.
Yes. So
Hi,
wait,
my name's Felicia. Nice to meet you. Your name's David. Something. David. Can I take you out to eat? That's scary.
Yeah,
That's
can I
scary
take
to
you out to
me.
eat?
Where are we
Yeah,
going?
you know what though? I feel like
Yeah,
you were
okay.
introducing the dating app thing. What were you gonna say about it?
Well, oh, you know what? I lost my train of thought slightly. I don't like it. I don't
You don't
like
like
it.
it?
I don't like it, but I've had to
Hmm.
use it. Let me put it like that. I would like to meet someone, I don't know, like in one of them situations in a movie, your eyes catch across the room type of scenarios. You're in a bar, he's with his boys, you're with your girls, you're looking cute and whatever, and then your eyes lock, you got that chemistry, that sizzle, that hot snapple and crack and pop. And then, next thing you know, you start eyeing each other from
Are we
across
Rice
the room,
Krispies?
and
What's
then
going on?
slowly you start
Okay. I think we've gone through this saga in one of the previous episodes.
start
as to how you
gyrating
like someone
towards
to
each
come up
other,
to you.
laughing, tapping in towards each other. You do a
Hey,
little doggy
that's
style,
it.
and
Okay.
then
The
next
kiss,
thing
kiss.
Oh Lord. I know we get that you don't like it and you'd prefer a natural a natural way of
yes,
meeting. However, what is your biggest upset with the dating app? Is it what is its qualities that you don't like? Because at the end of the day, it allows you to reach people so much further than where you are, so much more quickly, and allows a level of interaction that technology has brought to us. And as much as it may be impersonal, which is my quim with it at the moment, I don't feel like it should have this taboo that it does at the moment, and people keep, still putting on it like, oh, online dating, there's all these members, him and her, it's like that online, online dating, like I know a lot of people like are not impressed with, a lot of catfishing, and that's an issue as well. So like I think at this point, I just really want to ask you guys what you feel like the issues are with online dating, and what your thoughts are, whether you like it or don't, and why. Go on, Fee. We see you.
my problem, my personal pet peeve is for the exact same reason you're saying it's good, because it can reach so many people. You get bullshit.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You get bullshit. So rather than me being able to narrow it down to a select few and not waste my time, I'm now having to waste my time with that I wouldn't have even picked in the first place. Do you know what I mean? And fine, fair enough, there are pictures in that, but I can't tell by looking at you that you've got an ain't
Lord.
shit attitude with your ain't
Oh,
shit self,
jeez.
chatting
Oh
your ain't
my
shit
God.
shit. Do you know what I mean? And it aggravates me.
Well,
That's my pet peeve with it. Apart from that, it's great.
wait, what? What's wrong with you?
Like, I'm not okay. Don't get it twisted, guys. Don't get it twisted. The guy I am talking to right now, I met on a dating app. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, don't even shut up.
Like,
I
okay.
ain't say no.
Contradictory
I ain't
much.
say no.
But
How far can your nose go up?
how long's a piece of string? But stop. Wow. But that took a lot of having to a lot of, there was just a lot of mess before you could actually find somebody fairly decent for you to have a chat to. I'm not trying to knock all the people down on there that are genuinely looking for someone that they want to get to know, and they're looking for a long-term relationship, etc., etc. But I'm not gonna lie, there are a lot more
I'm sorry, but how many? Sorry, just in regards to what you're saying, how many people like have you pulled off in real life because they are time wasters, or you've had to either they've approached you and you've been like, definitely not interested, definitely, but you've wasted. And when I say wasted, the amount of time you spent the time waiting for somebody to approach you. First and foremost, that's somebody you can actually say it with their chest. And then after someone has the goal to say it with their chest, how many people you've parred off, we're still counting time now. In parring those people off, for the people that you have actually accepted and been like, oh, I'll give you my number, you've still like chatted with them. So after all that, let's call it, I don't know what, 6 months before you actually give some person your number. That's between waiting for people to approach you, having those people approach you, and selecting one that you may actually be interested in. That's a big time frame. That's like about 6 months before that even occurs. And then giving that person your number and talking to that person. That's one person you're talking to before you realize that they are about shit, or what shit they're about, and whether it's compatible with you, or blah 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 blah. Before the next 6 monthly person, or that whole process repeats itself, and you meet another person. Roughly, it may be 6 months. Some people it takes a year. Some people it's every 3 weeks. Some people, do you know what I mean? Like the time changes, but there is a process. And what I'm saying is that dating online shortens that time frame, because you're exposed to so many people at the same time. All of you connect instantly as to like, dislike. Yeah, it may be very impersonal, but do you know what it is? At the end of the day, it does come like, do I like the look of this person? I don't like the look of the person. And that's the first thing you go for. That's the first thing of dating. Do I like the look of this person? I don't like the look of this person. Swipe left, swipe right. Do you know what I mean? If there's a match, boom, you both like the look of each other, you start a conversation. If you don't like what that person's about, you get to find out within the first 3 conversations of that person, which is taking you less than a week. That has saved you 6 months of waiting for someone to approach you by saying it with their chest. Do you know what I mean? Before even saying, okay, these people that have approached me that have actually said it with their chest, do I like any of them? Maybe 1 out of 5.
Oh,
like the time frame is just smaller. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like it definitely makes it easier. There is a level of like in person, like it's not personal enough. I get it, but it definitely makes it much easier and quicker. And I don't think that taboo of online dating should really be there. It's just developed just as technology.
I'm trying to wrap my head around 6 months. God damn.
I'm thinking, whoa, 6 months.
Judy, I won't hear what you have to say, because I feel like you're a bit more opposed than I am.
What, to online dating?
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't think it's that bad of a thing. I just think you're right. Like, it can be quite artificial, because like I've used Tinder and Hinge actually. And they're both very different. And I feel like depending on what you use, you might meet different people. But I do feel like it's not the same. Whatever kind of online platform you're using, it's not the same as meeting somebody in person and sort of getting a kind of feel of who they are and being able to actually see them react to things when you say them, and actually understanding how they act in an environment. It's very different when all you've got is your phone, and you literally have to use as many things as possible from this conversation to sort of ascertain as to who this person is. So if they use this emoji, oh, okay, there's someone who's quite jokey. It's like you have to microanalyze everything with online dating kind of thing. And to be fair, if we just forget just dating apps, people meet people on Instagram, Twitter, I think if anything, these dating apps and our social media platforms just make the world smaller, because you meet so many people in like such a short space of time, because you're all collectively looking at the same kind of thing.
But make people smaller? How does it make the world smaller?
I feel like it makes the world smaller in terms of, like, for example, if you're following someone on social media, you might find that actually you have mutuals in common, and then you realize actually they only live down the road and they've been here for like 10 years but you never noticed, or something like that, or they move into the area. I feel like social media does that, but not so much with like your like what's the other one?
So how does that make the world smaller? Sorry, I'm confused. I don't know how. I'm trying to understand that.
If you find out like you have mutuals and stuff, it means that like instead of there being like 6 degrees of separation between you and this person, you might find there's only 2, because actually you both have the same mutual friend, or you could have the same second friend or something like that. And for me, that makes the world seem like a smaller thing. That's a social media.
No, she's not wrong. I have that. You know, like when you, it's kind of like when
Isn't
you
that
see
bringing people closer together as opposed to making the world smaller, though? Because it's a large world with people in so many different places, but just really improving the internet work.
When I say making the world smaller, I do mean like it's just a connection thing. I don't mean it's physically making the world smaller.
I know, and like not like literally making the world smaller. It literally cannot.
No, do you mean like in a we know the same type of person, or like really it's a small place kind of thing?
But isn't the world a small place anyway? Everyone's just ignorant of it.
Anyway, what I was going to say is that I don't have a massive beef with dating apps, because I know when I was working, and especially since I've started uni, like I don't have time to meet people. I don't really go out, and the only thing I was ever really doing maybe was dance classes. So I didn't really get to meet people unless I used the apps. So it was good because I didn't have time to go out and meet people, and I don't drink, so I'm not going to go to a bar. So it's like, how else do you meet people if you're not doing certain activities kind of thing? So that was it for me, and it was convenient at the time. So yeah.
Could meet a guy at the gym.
I did that. We're not doing that again. We're not doing it again.
We ain't doing that no more. Those gyms can kill y'all. Literally. Oh my god. So I'm literally just playing devil's advocate now, like just kind of like really seeing where you guys are from. I think for my personal opinion, I wouldn't say I'm a non-advocate of the dating apps. I think if you're busy, especially in this day and age, I use that term very loosely because it sounds like I'm extremely old, but in this season or this time, we all kind of are so busy. Everyone's getting on with their life, everyone's goals, everyone's trying to achieve stuff, or so everyone's like running this rat race and doing what they're doing and doing it so quickly, and it's like head down focus. Everyone's got tunnel vision, and in terms of like meeting people, you don't have the time to socialize as much as you would like to, or you could before. I think people used to go out, I know some people still do, maybe those that live in a city and etc., go out after work and socialize, whereas people like us, we don't do that. We're tired by the time we come home, especially in our field. We're tired. We won't go to sleep. If we manage to make it to the gym after work, that is a successful day. Like, job well done, pat on the back, your goals. So to then go to the bars or places, like you said, or do certain activities that would encourage meeting other people of, same kind of interests and etc., would require extra time. And I just don't have it. So in terms of convenience, personally, yes, it definitely works. It's, convenient time. I feel like it's very time saving in terms of rolling people out, and that sounds really bad. Like, it sounds really bad, as if you're picking up the litter.
I'll just hear that checklist again. You're moving up and down the ladder. Like, you got 10 points today, no, 40 points. No. You know what? You're out. You lost 3 points. That's it.
Sachet away. Anyway,
exit stage left. Shit.
I feel like it's convenient. However, personally, I also like what you said, Fee. I prefer the personal touch, meeting people in person. Someone coming up to me and saying, today I was out in a familiar area, and I was walking to my car. 2 guys are in the car, and one's like, hello. Why are you sitting in your car saying hello? Do you think I'm going to respond? No, if you want to talk to me,
please.
Yes.
Put down the window. Let me poke my head inside the car. What can I do for you?
Up to the car as if I'm some £5, £5. Oh, no, thank you. Come on, please, respect yourself.
I love how you changed the currency from dollar to pound.
Realized we're in the wrong country.
No, it's fine. You realized the currency was stronger. You wanted more worth.
Yeah.
All right.
Brexit, okay. But for real though, I feel like, to be fair, even with dating apps, when you meet someone off a dating app for the first time, that's the real meeting for me. Because
shock, bro.
That's the real meeting for me. Because I feel like that's when you realize, actually, do I actually like? Because when you meet them in person and you actually realize what they like, how they talk, then whatever conversation you had could have been washed away very quickly, because you're like, actually, the person I'm meeting in real life is not who they are.
That's true. You do tend to build this false pretense in your mind, like, oh, it's gonna be like this and it's gonna be like that, and it's nothing like that. It's nothing. It's nothing like that.
Who do you guys think you attract on these dating apps? That's what I want to know.
Sorry?
Who do you think you attract on these dating apps?
Every kettle of
get-
fish.
Don't get started, fam.
Every kettle of fish. And it's like, do you know what it is? I think that there's an exposure that comes with being on a dating app. There's people that will walk by you on the street and be like, she looks good, you know, but they won't ever come up to you, ever approach you, or not think in a million years, let me chat to this girl.
Mhm.
Whereas on the dating app, it gives people a false chest, like this body armor, like kind of tightened metal chest on the internet to come and start opening your mouth. I'm sorry, I say this really bad. I need to
No, it's true. Don't even get me started on the naked pictures. What is that about? Stop doing that. I
don't want
guys.
to see you naked right now. How is like?
You know, I think when I first had Tinder back, I don't even know how many years ago this was. But anyway, like the first thing this guy said when he saw my picture or like I accepted was, "Oh, I haven't tasted chocolate in a while." And I was like,
Pineapples.
and these times I was like,
It's
but
a
don't
no
you have
from
a
me.
I was literally like, do you not have a corner shop across the road from you or something? Because honestly, I don't know what you're talking about.
Dairy milk's only 45p, my friend.
Mate, I'm looking at the message like, are you okay? And then he replied something like, oh, the shop's too far. And I'm thinking, you know what, unmatched, delete. This is ridiculous.
Fredo's cheap, you know. I know it was 10p back in the day, but it's only 20p now. Like,
I'm thinking like, and the thing is, some people will come with this energy that they can come and
talk to you anyhow.
Please,
Yes, that's the false.
Do you know what? The one I didn't understand that I received was he took a picture of himself fully naked and then coloured out his, like he shaded out his dick.
Okay, so he was trying to protect his dignity, but show you.
Show me everything else.
Okay, do you know what? Let me put a positive spin to the negative pictures, right?
There's no positive spin, bro. Wait. There's no positive spin.
Let me land there.
Harassment.
The positive spin is I am showing you in my raw state what I look like. At this point, you either accept me or discard it. So there's no surprises, and maybe in a very subliminal level, this is what guys are seeking too. I want to see you in your raw state at the point that you pass makeup, at the point where you pass all the bra pads and butt pads and all the shapewear that is existing now. I want to see you in your raw form that I will eventually get to if we go so far. I want to see your raw form now so I can see whether it is something I can deal with or it's something I can't deal with. Does this make sense?
I deleted him after that. Deleted and blocked because I was just so confused.
That makes sense to Fahana. Then okay.
It makes sense to me. No. It makes sense to me. I choose not to accept that. Ooh. I just feel like there's a timeline to these. Not a timeline. Let me not make it like a timeline. Like after 5 dates, then I'll get naked. They don't always work like that. There's just an order to these things, and I just don't feel like after me saying, "Hey, how are you?" We have a little bit of a chat, and then afterwards you're like, "What are you doing? Show me your knickers." What?
Yeah. How's your day today?
I just can't deal with that. I've not shook your hand physically in person. Like, if this is the case, we might as well go on that Channel 4 show and do that whole, see me naked before we date thing. If that's what that show, bro. There are plenty of people. I'm Dave, I'm an electrician, and I just wanted to get naked. Like, if you want to do that, by all means, go do that on that show. But don't do that for me. And then they get confused when you're like, I'm not comfortable with when you're flirting with me. Oh, but this is how I talk to. No, that's not how you talk to me. And if you can't accept it, I'm gonna block and delete you. Simple as that.
But you know what? I feel like the people that I seem to sort of generally attract seem to be like guys who are into, because I wear everything. Like, all my pictures on there have always been with my afro and stuff. So I feel like I get anything between like the super woke dudes, the hoteps, like.
But I feel like you are proper. You are proper like. Job sucker. You are proper like you like your woke dudes. You do.
I can't lie, I do. But saying that, there's like the super woke, like woke 3.0, who are just like holier than thou and I can't deal. I just cannot. So it's a no for me. But then like Then I get really cool guys who are just like really chill, who are quite artsy, who find like my afro super nice. I'm just like, oh, so you know what? I feel like I get a good mix. We ignore the hoteps and the 3.0s, and then we just go with the people. So you know.
Yeah, no, true. True. I
But
just
okay,
get
do you guys
freshes.
feel like there are success stories from bodies?
Yes, I
We
have.
gonna find out by the end of the year, boo.
Oh,
We gonna find out.
hey.
Who you
Hi, sugar,
sending?
sugar.
Who you sending?
Golfy, Golfy.
Oh, don't make me swear. Fuck off with that, man. Okay,
That was a very
all the way
convincing.
off with that.
No, but to be fair, I do know people in real life who met the love of their life off
Yeah.
and dating
Yeah,
app.
no. One of my old friends at my old place of work, her fiance, that's where they met, and they've got a little boy together.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's anything's possible. I think you're just lucky if that one person you decided not to swipe left for, you
Yeah.
stopped, you stared at their picture a bit, you showed it to your friends. What do you think of this one? Should I give him it? No, maybe. Oh, he's cute. You think so? He's got a nice smile, approachable. Okay, I swipe right.
Approachable.
Actually, not serious. Approachable, you know.
Well,
Like,
I think
I do
I
that.
might be
I do
trying.
that with my work lot all the time. Like, guys, what do you think about Eskiza? Nah, get rid of him.
Imagine.
So like everyone's proper on my phone. Everyone's like proper on my phone.
So
Like,
note to people on dating apps, you are not only being judged by the people that are swiping.
you're being
You're
judged
being
by
judged by the
everyone.
whole world.
Everyone
We've
they
got a whole
know.
entourage like ready
Like,
to like
honestly,
go.
no, I'm not.
I'm not currently on any dating apps at the moment though.
Neither am I, but it may be something that needs consideration. I can't be asked at the moment. I'm not even gonna lie. However, never say never. And I feel like I have met a few people of good character who I have met on such sites and are around. You know, I don't talk to them every day, don't talk to them often, but you know, we're still good friends. They're around. So I've met a few people in general, and it doesn't have to mean that they need to be my life partner. But I've made friends on these such sites as well. So it's good for socializing. It's not just good for dating. It is good for social. If you're not a person who gets out there, as Julie said at the beginning, or you know can't find the time when you're so busy, etc., I think it's definitely good to have a chat or just socialize with someone. Someone could be around the corner. There's like around the corner from you that you're like, I never passed this person. However, they are 1 mile from me. Like, wow.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? For the last 4 years, whatever, 2 years, they're 1 mile from me, but I would never in a million years bump into this person because our paths just don't until this site. Do you know what I mean? So the options are there, guys. The options are there. Don't close your heart to dating apps.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Exactly.
Oh, do you have any like final anything that we wanted to say about it then?
Yeah, stay away from Tinder. King of the time. Stay away from Tinder.
I think this is not bad. Keep your nudity to yourself.
Yes.
Please.
Sorry, forget that one. Forget what I said.
Amen.
Please, yes.
Amen.
And don't think you're
That's
being
the first
sly by
one.
just
That's
colouring
definitely the
out
first one,
out
please.
your man bits.
Please.
Just none. Just
Please.
don't.
That's it. That's the gospel.
Please.
That's what we're saying today.
Please.
That's our
It's
message.
not like I'm
Thank
gonna
you very
send you
much.
one of my breasts sitting lopsided. Stop it. Just stop it.
Oh my god, honestly. Yeah, but ideally don't close your heart to it. I think there's people have spoken really highly of Hinge, and I personally think that Puff has quite a few good qualities because it's very extensive.
Which one?
Plenty of Fish, Puff. It's really extensive in terms of like narrowing down, so it reduces your pool, and you can look for something a little bit more specific to you, whether it's social status, whether it's religion, so on and so forth. It's an extensive questionnaire to fill out at the beginning, but after that you realize why you've answered so many questions because you get to reduce your pool quite specifically. You can even search by race as well. So
you can do that on Hinge if you get the random premium version because I did that.
Okay.
You know I like black men, so
I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for it.
Mine randomly came for free. I didn't complain, so Me, I just searched black men and I made it a deal breaker.
So
Finish.
hit Julie up if you want to know how to get that for free.
Please. I just saw the app. One day I saw
Next.
it appear. I said, okay, that's it. That's
Okay,
it.
But yeah, don't knock it till you try it. Keep your neckiness to yourself. And also don't close your heart. Don't close your heart to the possibility, because that person, that it just might be your way of reaching that person who was ever supposed to be in your life anyway. So I'm just saying.
Just saying. His friend. It could be his friend.
Wow. Is that how we're going to end it? It could be his friend, you know.
Apparently, I wasn't involved.
Well, life is tough, you know.
Savage.
Life is real tough.
Savage.
Savage is one word.
If any guy, I went on one of these flipping things, talk to one of my girls, fam, it's long.
Do you know what it is, very long. Until you're actually in that situation, you can't say. We'll leave that subject for another day.
Please.
Guys, we out here. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Make sure to check out our social medias below. And if you haven't already listened to our previous episodes, make sure you scroll up or scroll back, or whatever direction it is you came in, go back there and have a look at the previous episodes. We love and appreciate your support so much, and we're always open to more suggestions and ideas for topics. If you guys have any, reach out to us, let us know. And we will catch you in the next episode. Okie dokie.
Bye.
Bye.